Continuation of the former video. The Amazon forest and most other vegetation in South America are able to clearly and detectably, as a continental scale daily flicker, absorb away all present accumulation in the course of 12 hours of daytime. No such flicker can be found in the Northern Hemisphere. The flicker is a clear indication of very powerful absorption of carbon dioxide, C.D.R, out of the atmosphere. Each flicker is a day. Each green flicker starts around sunset. So flicker starts roughly in the east and is helped also by emissions, higher population density and industry in the east and southeast of Brazil. Each green flicker starts to fade in the morning because of absorption by vegetation and clearing by the incoming sea breeze from the northeast starting in the northeast of Brazil. Obviously there must be an important difference between the northern and the southern hemisphere. That difference are the tropical carbon forests. Other than there is a larger percentage of ocean in the southern hemisphere because the NASA models prove that ocean is not a powerful enough absorber of carbon dioxide to cause daily flicker, and possibly already became an emitter. So what needs to be done is 1. Research these NASA models and other models and explain the observed flicker etc. 2. Stopping the destruction of the Amazon forest. 3. Work out solutions to regenerate the Amazon forest if necessary. It is necessary. Humans, choosing for and/or promoting, eventually by liking and subscribing relevant info, Carbon Agroforest Foods would be sufficient, and ideal, to solve our challenges. 4. Transforming degraded soils in a similarly sequestering, similar to the Amazon forest, Carbon Agroforest. The transformation to Carbon Agroforest will be done without any cost, if humans, like you, prefer eating agroforest foods, because the consequent demand will cause the transformation from degraded soils to carbon agroforests. Humans more easily will choose agroforest foods after they become aware of the unique health benefits and/or the above. Humans will only become aware if they make the effort to become aware and pass on, share, their info to others, but also simply by choosing agroforest foods, which will be noticeable. Humans will only make the above efforts if they stop thinking that they already do more than enough. Stop preferring to only demand others to do the necessary. This can be applied to every group. This while there in fact are good arguments for all groups. The ones that think that nothing is wrong with climate can prefer agroforest foods, because these are proven to present unedited health benefits. All others, because food, materials, and products, but especially proven healthy food will become more constant, abundant, and less expensive. Vegans, and in fact all groups, could prefer agroforest foods because they have more guarantee for them to be organic, and these would make them less dependent on non-agroforest practices, which in almost all cases reduce biodiversity and directly and indirectly impact and kill animals. In other words, if a person does not choose agroforest foods and does not pass on, shares, info to others, the person remains passive in relation to what needs to be done, and active in all that causes and adds to the personal, local, and global challenges, which include degeneration and vulnerability to diseases and health challenges. A major hurdle for solutions and avoiding extinction is that humans, instead of simply preferring carbon agroforest food, which solves all by itself, mainly think or focus on that. A. They are the fittest of all species. B. Others, meat-eaters, deniers. CEOs, politicians, vegetarians, vegans, and not themselves, have to act or are to blame. C. They do enough, work, employing, generation of income, striking, recycling, or whatever. D. Create division or miss opportunities to unify. This video is continued.